inspired you to create such products that changes the color?
Right. So before starting GitGit, I used to work as a teacher for 6 years
Okay.
in an international school in Mumbai only.
Okay.
And I got married. And I happened to get married in COVID.
Oh,
And that's when I didn't have my job actually. And in the lockdown, when I got married and I was spending time with my husband, so he was showing me the different pigments and dyes he was supplying to all his customers.
Okay.
Since he's into chemical.
Acha. Okay.
And one of them happened to be a color changing pigment.
Okay.
And when I saw that pigment, it really fascinated me because I always enjoyed working with children. So I thought, how about if I use this pigment and create this magic on shoes and apparel?
Correct.
Because that will really bring a smile on every child's face. So yes, this idea did come from the pandemic when I had nothing and I didn't have my job at that time. And then I said, let me do some research and development. And after 3 months, I laid the foundation of GitGit. So that's exactly how GitGit came together.
Okay. So what all products are there in GitGit as of now?
Yes. So our uber cool inventory includes water shots. So our shots change color in water.
What are your best selling products as of now?
So our best selling products as of now are the sunny shoes and the water shots.
Okay. Are you in the books or the drawing segment also? Because there are a lot of products which has came into this segment, wherein the colors can change in the drawing books as well.
Yes. So actually, when I got this idea, I remembered my 90s when I was a child.
Yeah.
We used to have those magic books,
Correct.
So I did not enter that segment because there are already a lot of people in that segment. I wanted to create products which are one of a kind and unique, which still hasn't been. That's why if you see our tagline is called India's First.
Correct.
Because there aren't people who have been able to develop color changing shoes and color changing t-shirts and shorts. So that was the reason I didn't enter the book segment.
So when you entered into this segment, you didn't have the fear to lose out because it was a completely new segment. You haven't seen any big players in this. You can see how much sale they have done, how much revenue they have done. What was your initial thoughts?
Yeah. So of course for me it was very different because I was a teacher, then transitioning from a job to a business which had no connection.
Right.
It was a very different ball game. So yes, I did have that fear. But fortunately, I had my husband by my side who was my mentor.
Correct.
And he actually really guided me on how to do business. He gave me his professional contacts, which gave me a jump start.
Yes.
So that was the reason which made it slightly easier.
Right.
In spite of all this, I was fearful, but I always believed that the world is better having you tried than not try at all.
That's true.
So with that intention, I gave it a try and I said, it's better I try than not giving it a try at all.
Correct. So what are your future business plans as of now?
So our future business plans as of now is to make a strong distributorship model for GitGit.
Okay.
Because the idea has been validated not only by our customers but even by Sharks.
Sharks.
So we feel our vision is something that there is a belief it will work. So one is we want to make a strong distributorship channel.
Correct.
Two is every 3 months we are going to introduce a new product which doesn't exist in the market. So our next one are color changing bags.
Oh wow.
They are in the pipeline.
Wow.
And we really want to make GitGit a worldwide brand, slowly from India to the world, to international.
Okay. So as of now, it is present in which all marketplaces?
So currently you can buy our products from our store or you can buy it from Instagram. Currently we are in the contracts. Our products will soon be live on Nestery, Amazon, Kai Resortwear, Little Tags and Flipkart.
How do the technology behind your product work?
Yeah. So there are two kinds of technologies we use based on the products that we have developed. So the water shots work on a temperature sensitive technology where based on the temperature of this environment, the dye changes color. Similarly, our Sunny range has a photochromic technology which is based on UV light.
Right.
So as soon as the pigment put on that material comes in contact with this UV light, it changes color. So those are photochromic and these are thermochromic pigments.
Okay. And how do you ensure that the quality of the product is very good?
So before we launch a product, we do make prototypes, send it out to our friends and family, get some feedback, And even after that, if we receive complaints, we would work on our product. So we're constantly in this zone of how we can better our product each time.
Okay, okay.
Like shoes went through almost 2 changes because of based on feedback of
Customers. Okay. What motivates you to keep going?
Right, so there are various factors that motivate me to keep going. Initially in my journey, I felt like giving up at one point. But I think, when I came on Shark Tank and I saw there was someone who believed in my vision, that was one indicator that kept me motivating. Second thing was I really wanted to do something of my own. And I keep asking myself, why did I start this? And I go back to that.
Correct.
And the third thing that motivates me to do it is for my child. Because I feel like this becomes an inspirational story for her. And not just her, but for any woman out there who has children and is trying to also do a business successfully. So yeah, these are the three main reasons why I'm motivated.
Correct. Any mistake you would like to highlight that you feel that it could have been avoided?
Yeah, so the mistake which I feel I made was I used to think that I can do it all myself, but I realized the importance of a team, and if you really want to go fast, you need to have a team. And if you want to, when you do it all by yourself, you're going to go a lot slower. So like I said, that was the difficulty for me from transitioning from a profession.
Correct. And what is the marketing technique you are using?
So the marketing technique we use is initially was a lot of offline marketing.
Yeah.
Since this was India's first and a new product,
Yes,
it required a lot of demonstration and educating the customer.
Correct.
So we did do a lot of exhibitions, pop-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that gave us a good visibility and the customer understood because they don't believe it till they see it.
Yes.
Now that this seems to be have heard, checked out, then we collaborated with a good amount of influencers.
Yes.
Then we use Instagram ads. Then with also word of mouth is a big one.
Correct.
And Shark Tank being the biggest marketing technique, that was the one of the reason we applied for Shark Tank was more as a marketing technique because we didn't really need the funds.
Yes.
We went more for the marketing aspect.
Correct.
So now we are focusing more on online marketing versus offline.
In Shark Tank, you told that 70% of the business is coming from the WhatsApp.
Yes.
So can you just highlight what did you planned so that you can get a more interaction on the WhatsApp marketing, because it's a completely different segment which
Correct.
a lot of companies would like to come into. If in case you can throw some highlight how you did.
Yeah. So what we felt was while Instagram people use more for scrolling, in WhatsApp they take things more seriously.
Yes.
So WhatsApp worked for us in terms of like having a broadcast list, sending a lot of videos of our products to people, and then they forwarding it to others. Being part of many WhatsApp groups. Also now there are a lot of business WhatsApp groups.
Correct.
So those things really captured the market because we found more real end sales happening from WhatsApp versus Instagram. And WhatsApp gives you the opportunity to interact and people are more proactive in interaction on WhatsApp.
Correct.
So hence WhatsApp gives us a lot of sales.
Why we had given the 20% of the equity to the sharks?
Of course. See, what happens is the Shark Tank sale will of course sustain, but at the one day it's going to slow and stagger.
Correct.
But when you join partners with a shark, it's really as simple as saying that, when I'm looking at an object from eye level, I can see it at eye level.
Yes.
But when I join hands with a shark, it's like standing on the shoulders of a giant.
Correct.
So you can get a bigger vision, a bigger market, and a bigger network eventually.
True.
So that was the reason why we decided to partner with a shark, because she can take us somewhere where, by just being with her, where I could not have reached.
So how has been the support from Namita so far?
So to be very honest, the sharks don't start working with you till the show is over.
Okay.
And the show just got over 2 days ago.
Yes.
And till the end of the financial year, they don't actively work with you.
Correct.
But what they do is they keep a track of your sales.
Okay.
So apart from her team viewing the company and the sales, there's not been any contribution beyond that.
Okay. How you keep yourself away from the stress?
Yeah, so it was really difficult initially, to be very honest, to juggle with this new phase of life and business. And these moments of having a child also don't come back easily.
Correct.
And at the same time, we didn't want to lose the grip of the business because it was aired on Shark Tank. So I think the key was having a good team in place where fortunately the team has really taken over quite a lot.
Yes.
And it was also just having that mindset that I'm going to be able to do it all, because it first begins in the mind.
Yeah.
If you don't win in your mind first, you won't win in reality.
Correct.
So I think it was, first putting it in my mind, and then it automatically took place, in the sense that automatically time got made. My daughter was settled a lot quickly.
Yeah.
She was very adjusting. I automatically did get time to work on my company.
Yeah.
And just generally a very supportive family helps in all of this.
Correct.
So yeah, she was every time I felt like should I give up, I said no, maybe when she grows up, this will be an inspiration to her.
Yes.
So I remind myself about this every time.
Right.
And I said it's not a stress, actually I'm creating an inspirational story, not just for my daughter but for all women out there who have children.
What KPIs do you use to measure your business success?
So the key performance indicators that we use to measure our business success is, of course, sales. But in our initial journey as a startup, we measure it by how many people know about our product. Because visibility and just sowing the seeds in the heads of your potential customers is a great indicator to measure the success of your business. The second thing is, like I said, sales. And third was, I think, even just going out to a venture capitalist, going out to an investor and seeing their feedback. And if somebody believes in your vision, even if you're currently having a burn or a loss, is a measure of success.
Correct.
Because you get a third perspective, and I think that's a great indicator as well.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, Pooja, for being
My
on our show.
pleasure. I'm so glad you got in touch with us, and
Yes.
really happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome.